Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. So, guys, I hope you're having a good day, that you're doing a lot of thinking about ways that you want to self care and build yourself up so that you can be at a place of inner peace. So, before we get into this message today, I did a video yesterday about healing and building yourself up from the ground up, and I talked about, if you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch it because I talked about some ways that people who don't want to do the work and who don't want to see you win will try to take whatever you build from the ground up. They'll try to literally take that from you. But guys, when you build, not just by yourself, but with God, prayer, and you make those vows, things that you can keep and you know that you can do, God got you covered. This is why I always emphasize it's so important to get to a place of inner peace. Because, in the beginning, as I was doing this, I used to be overly concerned about people, how they're going to treat me, if I change for the better, etc. I don't worry about those things anymore because I had to cut off, block, and delete because for the sake of my peace and growth. So we're going to keep talking about ways, and you can make it creative and fun for yourself. You're still taking care and building up your mental and physical health. It doesn't have to be drooling. So, guys, with that being said, keep in mind, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a social worker. I'm just someone who's an overcomer of the trials and tribulations and pain and grief that wanted to wear me down. So, let's talk about the title today. The topic of discussion is Heal and Build. Heal and build. And it may not be easy, but guys, if you guys have goals, now is the time to do it. And if you have goals that you are working on or want to work on, go ahead and do that. You can manifest by writing down those goals, talk to God, and lift those up in prayer. And as you do the work, God will help you. One of the things I will suggest is that you have goals and projects and things that you're working on that is going to bring you joy, happiness, etc. Don't share those things with everyone because everyone is not going to be happy for you. So the less you share, the better off it is for you, because those who want to sabotage you don't know what you have going on. They think they know, but they don't unless it comes from you verbally. So keep your business to yourself, manifest what you need, ask God to help you, and build those goals. You'll be surprised on how they can come to fruition in your life. So, guys, never stop investing in yourself, because you are important. Make your mental health a priority. It's a must. Love yourself enough to know that you are worth it. Never let anyone lower your self-esteem and tell you you think you all that and etc. and so forth. Those things are to redirect your focus off the self-care and healing to toxic situations. And believe me, you don't want that. So keep going, keep moving forward. And when you take care of yourself, you're not being narcissistic or in love with yourself. It's self-care. When we find ways to self-care, we are actually building up our mental and physical health. If these areas are broken, guys, we cannot take care of ourselves or anything else around us. That's why our mental and physical health has to always be a priority, no matter what the naysayers are talking about around us. We have to tune out that noise in order to continue to take care of ourselves. What I've noticed is that taking in too much toxicity will destroy our physical and mental health. Day in, day out, if you're arguing a lot with people and folks is bringing negativity to you, set those strong boundaries, because the boundaries will help you to stay focused on self-care and healing and growth. For me, my health was affected so bad, guys, by the abuse and toxic situations that I was forced in a corner. I had no choice but to cut off, block, and delete all the people and all the things that were in my life that were not there for my highest good. I had to cut off, block, and delete. And it took me a while to do it, because these are people that were in my life forever, family, friends I grew up with. But when someone is constantly bringing negativity, toxicity to your door, you have to set those boundaries. And when those boundaries are not effective, then in my case I had to cut off, block, and delete so that I can stay on my path of healing and growth. I chose God and myself, and I chose my peace and healing. Now, peace, inner peace takes time to acquire. It doesn't happen overnight, guys. I have notes also today. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to sometimes bite, crawl, and persevere and be very diligent on staying on this path, because there will be haters, all types of people trying to stop and block you. And it can be painful, it can be hurtful. Now, we have no control over the toxicity that people keep trying to bring to our table. However, we do not have to take it in. We don't have to take it in because we share DNA, because A, B, C, D, and E. We can set those boundaries. And when those boundaries are being disrespected, dismissed, then I choose to cut off, block, and delete so that I can stay focused. Peace of mind is better, guys. Sometimes it is painful to leave people, places, and things behind, but necessary for our peace of mind, our health, and our growth. And however, guys, it might be necessary in order for us to acquire peace of mind, heart, health, and growth. Peace of mind to heal and to grow. It's so important. Here's some ways that I self-care, and I still do it today. Spending time in prayer with God. Like I told you guys, I'm not religious. I don't really go to church, but I have that relationship and connection to God, who is the source. And I don't do rehearsed prayers. I talk to him like I talk to you guys in this video or in all these videos, and whatever I'm going through, if I'm in pain, if something is really disturbing my spirit, I talk to God about it and tell him I need his help as I move forward to do A, B, C, D, and E. And as I do that and continue to take steps in that direction, God comes through, guys. I'm telling you, really, he comes through. Because I would never have thought, all these things that I've accomplished and how I feel better as I take care of myself and do better, and more importantly, help others. Because I've been meeting people like strangers who I don't know, and they just, like I'm in a supermarket, have conversations, and I have conversations with them even though I don't know them. Because, guys, people are going through things today that we don't know anything about. And it takes me back to a time where when someone I did know who used to motivate and encourage me at a time that I wasn't on a healing journey. And something was going on in his life, and he is not here anymore because he decided he wasn't going to be here anymore because of those things. And it was shocking, it was painful. And, so for me, talking to people Even though I don't know them, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it may help somebody who's in a place of real serious despair. And a kind word, gesture, a word of encouragement. You don't have to know people to encourage and build them up, you know, will, make a difference in their life. Because you don't, like I said, we don't know what people are going through. Some people talk about what they're going through, others don't. So it's important to build up, because we see what's happening with the toxicity and chaos in this world today. It's just out of control, getting worse and worse by the day. It's better to build up, because people are going through things. um Here's some ways that I self-care. Like I just said, talking with God and prayer. A playlist of music. When I come on here, I have jazz, because it's just relaxing, etc. But I have a playlist of music that I love from the 80s and the 90s. And because I play it so much, different ones, it just go one by one by one, and it helps me mentally, physically, on every level, guys. So music, playing around with my piano organ, which like I told you guys, I can't play that well, but I have a piano book that I'm trying to learn to play things. Those things help me mentally. And when your mind is at ease, everything else can be at ease. So those are ways that I do this. Going for long drives, you know, while the sun is going down, while music is playing. Those things are therapeutic to me. Working out at the gym, I had a chance to do that. Really, I think, yeah, I went a couple of times and probably going to go again before the week is over. But one day I stayed almost an hour and didn't realize that, because I had a playlist of music on as I work out. So, guys, you can get a headset, and if you like the gym, put that on, because the playlist of music helps me. Otherwise, I can't really work out. Like I said, music touches my soul. And having uplifting conversation with other people, whether I know them or not, uplifting other people and talking to them. Because like I just said, guys, people are going through things today, and you never know what space they're in. And they may need to just hear some words of encouragement so that they can be motivated and continue to move forward. And that's why I show up here Monday through Friday for the most part, to help others. And thank you guys for your comments, because I've been reading them, really, and I'm glad these videos are resonating with you. These are all from a space of my own personal situations that I've gone through. Know, guys, that what doesn't break you will make you strong. And I also draw my strength from God and being in prayer. What does healing and self-care look like for you guys? Tell me in the comment category what makes you feel better mentally and physically. What uplifts your spirit? I would like to know that. And keep it moving. If you want that, going to that favorite restaurant, to have your favorite dinner. Going on that trip that you want, that makes you relax and feel comfortable. Buying that favorite shirt, blouse, whatever it is that uplifts your spirit. I also brought some new flowers today. Because those things with music, all those things just bring a place of a relaxing, atmosphere. Do things that uplift your spirit and stimulate your mind, guys. That's so important. And also crossword puzzles help a lot too. Again, the key factor here is to never give up on yourself and to lessen your time with toxic individuals and situations. Surround yourself with those who want to see you win, guys. Those who really, truly want to see you win, instead of being stuck like a crab at the bottom of the barrel. Be around uplifting individuals. One day at a time, one step at a time, guys. That is how we win. Being diligent and persevering and moving forward. Well, guys, that's the message today. before I leave, I also again want to tell you, because all this time I've been talking about these essential oils, and then I didn't realize that the link to them had disappeared. But I made sure yesterday the link is back there, and it will be here too. And there's going to be some other things that I'm going to be adding, as I use them myself, like this, you guys, the lavender oil. I put this in my humidifier, and it really helps a lot. I don't know, guys, if you want me to show you. Well, the humidifier is on all the way on the other side of the room. But I, use it at night so that I can sleep, and it has been helping a lot, because I have like sinus issues, and waking up in the middle of the night and things like that, and it lessens the anxiety, and it helps me sleep better. So anybody who might be dealing with that, take a look at the essential oils. And for men, I haven't forgotten you guys, because I start to think about some of the things that will help you men to self-care. As we go along, I'm going to put more links there, but there's some shirts there. You could take a look at it and see if it's something you're interested in. What I notice is that when people do things for themselves, like buy that favorite shirt or blouse, or go to that restaurant that they love, it kind of settles their mood. It changes it, to, like, I don't know how to explain it. It helps your mental and physical health. All those things I described helps me tremendously, guys. So one day at a time, one step at a time, guys. Keep showing up here Monday through Friday. I will be back here again tomorrow. I'm not sure of the time, but I will be here to uplift you. Let me know in the comment category what you're doing to self-care and how it's helping you. That's the key factor, to help others. Invite others to this channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Invite others to do that, and to like these videos. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys, and thank you for being here. Enjoy your evening. And this is Lisa, shedding love and light, and I'll see you guys sometime tomorrow. Bye for now, guys. Have a good evening.